Hey Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Lotus Magic. This morning I'm bringing you your May 2019 Oracle Guidance message. And um, before I get into the reading, Scorpio, I want to say this reading is definitely different for you guys. It's along the same path, but very different because I feel like most of my past readings for Scorpio were evident of a lot of negativity around you, but I feel like in this reading we're finally getting to the core of why there has been so much negativity, why Scorpio has been in such a negative place. And that's for those who resonate with um my readings, okay? So I feel like we're finally getting to the point where it's like, ah, this is this is what it is. And now that we've identified exactly what's wrong, we're going to be able from this point to move to a place of true healing. Okay? So this reading is a little heavy, but I feel like it's necessary because Scorpio by nature is very um, private. So you don't share a lot of your inner thoughts, especially as it pertains to like your past, your pain. What happens with Scorpio is instead of talking about it, owning it and dealing with it, that it just transforms into negativity. And so I finally feel like Scorpio, you're ready to finally deal with what's truly plaguing you and keeping you from progressing and manifesting the life you really want. So I'm going to go ahead and get started into the reading because I don't want it to be too long, and it's getting close to the time that I have to wake up my kids to get ready for school. Um, so your oracle guidance message comes from the angel of clearing. And it says, your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. So at first I thought, okay, well, maybe there's some decisions or some information Scorpio needs to find out. But what I'm getting from the angel of clearing is that um, it is time for you to accept your angels, guides, and God to help clear your energy, okay? Um, you've been in a lot of confusion as it pertains to your life right now, but I feel like it's because you've been angry with God. You've been angry with the universe. You've been angry with the divine or whatever higher power you acknowledge. You've closed your heart to God. And for the sake of this reading, I'll be using God. You've closed your heart to God. Now, what happens when we close our heart to God? The opposite of love, which is simply all God is. God is love. When we close our heart to God, we close our heart to love, we open the door to fear. Fear, um, in the sense of if we're using devils and gods, um, all of this energy is within you. What happens is your devil takes over and creates confusion because it wants to keep you angry with God. Okay? So this is what's been going on with you. You've been angry with God, and it's allowed your lower frequencies to take over and create confusion in your life. Anger, sadness, lack of understanding, lack of peace, all because you've closed your heart to God, which closes your heart to love. Okay? I hope it makes sense. I've been there and done that. I know that energy, okay? And with that comes a lot of struggle, okay? Because um, God is not going to force you to love. Um, and when we have those times where we're angry with God, it's like the universe it's steps back and kind of allows you to see what life is like without love, the love of the universe. Okay, the universe's protection, which causes us to go through a lot of things. Okay, so it's time for you to ask your angels and your guides to help clear your energy, to help restore your connection with God. Like now, you need to forgive God. It's time for you to forgive God, and forgive yourself for ever being angry with God. Okay, um, and put yourself back into a vibration of being open to the abundance of love in the universe. Okay, and then you will start to see more clarity in your life, less confusion, more clarity. Ask the angels and gods to cleanse your crown chakra, um, your heart chakra, and you will start to see more clarity. Okay, you will be able to think more clearer. You will be your mind will just be clear from all of the confusion, the doubt, the anger, and things like that. Okay, where you need to focus your energy is on music. Okay, you need to listen to music that puts you in a vibration of love. Okay. So overall, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but overall, this reading is for the person who may have lost a spouse. Okay, and has not quite healed from that spouse, but also is wondering if they're ever going to find someone who brings them as much love as the partner they lost. Okay, but because you lost your partner, you closed your heart to God, and you closed yourself to love. You closed yourself to the opportunities to manifest that partner. So instead of listening to music that constantly reminds you, makes you remember and dwell on the past of the partner you had, um, the sadness, anything that makes you sad, you need to shift your music to energy that makes you feel good, balances your emotions so that you're in a happy state, and music that makes you feel powerful again. Okay, because you definitely, a lot of what's going on in terms of trying to manifest a partner has to do with your energy and your attitude right now as it pertains to love. Okay, if you keep telling yourself you're never going to find anybody like that person, you're not. Okay, so move out of that shift of thinking, um, and know that you deserve love. So um, it is not the end of the road for you in the loss of this partner, in the possibility to manifest another love, another great love. Okay, you're deserving of that. Even so much to the point where you can even ask your partner that you lost to help you. Okay, your partner that you've lost loves you now as much as they loved you in life, and want you to be happy. They don't want you to be alone. They don't want you to be in this sadness. They don't want you to be in this anger and confusion. So ask them, hey, I love you, and I know you love me. So help me find, or help me prepare, help me, find a love that makes me feel as good as you did. Okay? Ask for their help because they're now your angel. All right, you also need to focus on relationship change. And I feel like This is like a twofold card. When you change your relationship with God, you're going to change the relationships you attract. Okay? So, sorry, my daughter's. Okay. So, even if you've been meeting people, they're definitely, you're attracting right now people that reflect the level, the spirit of your wounds and not the spirit of your healing. My daughter's a sleep talker. She like has fights and stuff in her dreams. So you're attracting from the wound, the spirit of your wound, and not your healing. So if you've been meeting people and you're like, oh, this person is just not what I had, you know, you meet them, it's cool for a second, and then it just goes bad. It's because you're attracting from the spirit of confusion, okay, and chaos, and not from a spirit of pure love, because you're not, um, your heart is closed. So you're attracting devil mates instead of God mates. All right, you also got the nature card. And this card tells me that in order to reconnect with God and find some spiritual stability, you're going to need to go out in nature. Okay. When you go out, look for love in nature. Okay. Um, just getting out of your environment. If your environment, you know, getting out of the house more, putting yourself into environments where love is present. Okay. Um, and going into environments that are spiritually satisfying. Okay, not just going out to be busy and things like that. Any Not going out and doing things and activities that lower your vibration, but doing activities that reconnect you to God right now. Okay, you really need to focus on your spiritual health right now. And that's how you're going to get past this. All right, your chakra wisdom card comes from grief. Okay, so again, Scorpio, many of you, whether you want to admit it or not, have been in grief for a really long time about the loss of someone very special to you. And it's really, really blocking your heart chakra. So this card is the grief card, tells the story of Penelope. Penelope meets Pickle, the puppy, when she is at college. They go through everything together. When the day comes, much later, for Mother Earth to call Pickle home, he dies in Penelope's arms. Her friends are hard on her, suggesting that she should just get over her pet's death. Penelope knows she loved Pickle deeply and is simply in grief. Loving Pickle was worth every moment of sadness. When she is ready, she will love again. So this is telling me again, this is why I say this reading is for someone who's lost a partner or someone special. But this is why your environment is really key to your healing, okay? If you are around people who make you feel like you've been grieving too long, you've been sad about it too long, it's time for you to move on. Um, those are not the kind of people you need to be around right now. Because truthfully, unless a person has experienced what you're going through, they're never going to understand. And I've had to learn this since I lost my mom a couple of years ago. Um, it was very tough on me. It's been very tough on me. And in many ways, I haven't fully healed. You know, I'll say I'm 70% there, but I have many days where I am plagued with sadness. And I went through a very long period of my heart being closed because I lost her in such an unexpected way, that I went through a period of being extremely angry with God. This energy right here that I'm speaking on for you, I've recently been here, which is why it's probably the reason why I'm the one to give you this message, because I'm coming from a place of pure understanding when I deliver this message. Um, what I've experienced since my mom's death is I haven't fully gotten back to my whole self, because not only did I lose my mom, it's definitely been a complete spiritual transformation for me. Because I've had to learn how to reconnect with God. Okay, not many people around me understand um, the grief. Okay, the sadness and my difficulties with regaining my life back. And I know that most of the people around me have not lost their mother. So the only people that really truly understand me are people who have been in my predicament. And everybody deals with death differently. Some people, it takes a couple of weeks and you're back to normal. Some people, it takes years. You know, some people never fully recover from the loss of a loved one. Um, Especially when we're not in a place to openly deal with our wounds. Okay, so be mindful and careful of people around you who are pressing you to move on and get back on the wagon, because they're not being compassionate, they're not respecting your process, and 9 times out of 10, they're only helping you attract someone from the spirit of your wounds, because you're really not healed. And you need to be able to say that to the people who supposedly care about you. Look, I will love again when I'm ready. Right now, I need to heal, because this loss was a major adjustment to your life. It's especially if this is a partner. It's more than just losing someone you sleep in the bed with every night. This is someone you relied on financially, emotionally, spiritually. So it's not just a matter of replacing someone that's in your bed, okay? This is also you wanting to or needing to be ready to accept someone who's going to fulfill the role of your partner who left completely, not just sexually, not just to get some, not just to have somebody in your bed or so you don't feel alone. Like, it's big, it's more than that. Okay, Penelope and Pickle remind us that what we reveal we can heal, and that's what I get from this reading. You're finally revealing the true issue in your life right now, and it's simply just grief. Okay, you're dealing with a lot of grief. If you honor your pain, it will change your life. Is lingering grief preventing me from progress? That's what you need to ask yourself, and that's exactly what's preventing you from progress. It's grief. Your heart is closed and you're not healing. Okay, what can I see in my heart? So it's really time for you to work on your heart chakra, and a lot of that has to do with you reconnecting with God. You really need to seek some spiritual guidance right now. Um, in whatever way is comfortable to you, it's time to reconnect to God. Okay? Not using vices to cope with the pain anymore. And Scorpio, you can definitely go to that dark place where you tend to use lower frequency vices to help you get through, and that's only giving you momentary um, numbness of the pain. But the moment you're alone, the moment you're sober, the moment you're um, clear of any vices, you're back to grieving. Okay? So it's a never ending cycle if you don't heal. All right. This just denotes that you're really still in a place where you're missing this person and you're going through the healing process, and you just need to become unafraid of the sadness and deal with it. That means cry when you need to. Um, Go through your process. But it also denotes that love is on the horizon. If you can just heal this, love is on the horizon. All right, what's blocking you? Because I feel like many of you Scorpios are really just wanting to attract a new partner. You're ready to put yourself out there again, but you've just got to tweak and do this healing and understand that you're not going to find the love you really are seeking right now without God's help. Okay? So what's blocking you is King of Coins. And basically, if I can sum it up, you're blocking any new romantic partnership from coming into fruition for you because of all of this unhealed energy. Okay? All of this unhealed energy you have going on is blocking you from meeting someone who's going to be economically and romantically beneficial to you. So, like I said earlier, um, the loss of this partner was definitely hard on you financially because maybe there's children that you now have to take care of by yourself, and this is male or female. There's children you have to take care of, a household that still needs to be maintained, and that partner was an important piece to that puzzle. So you since the death of this person, and it could be physical death, and it could be just separation, okay, death of the relationship. So I don't want to only um, box this into those who have lost someone in death. It could be just losing someone in separation, even though they're still here. Um, so um, either way, they were definitely security, okay. Here we have this root chakra energy. We have the coins. So they were definitely an integral part of your safety and your security. So since they're passing, you haven't felt safe and secure. Um, you've been having to do all the bills and keeping the house afloat. Um, Understand when you get over this, you're gonna be attracting someone who comes in to help you with that. Okay, and restabilizes your home and your life, but you're gonna have to get past this grief, okay, and really really heal. And I feel like your route to that is definitely gonna be through God. Okay, it's time to go to church. If that's your thing, go to church. Just get, it's time to work with your spirituality. If you have someone um, who's helping, with healing and things like that, they're good with helping with, healing. Even this, okay, if you're watching this is definitely reaching out to God and asking for help because clearly you needed to hear this message, okay? Your crystal healing insight message comes from the Chrysocolla. It's a self-love crystal. It says you have infinite capacity for forgiveness. Okay, you really need to forgive God and forgive yourself. Love yourself. If you cannot accept yourself, you cannot give love or accept the love of others. Okay, so understand that you're going to need to really work on your heart chakra in order to receive the love that you're wanting. To heal your emotional black hole, connect to the universal love that is inside of you, never runs out. You can then give love out to the world and receive it in never ending flow. Bitterness and self doubt have no place in well being. It is good to nourish your body with self love and gentleness. All right, so stop beating yourself up, thinking that, God doesn't love you. Um, you're not blessed, you're not, you're never going to find anyone. Get rid of that doubt, get rid of that lack of self-love, feeling like um you've gotten your one good shot at love, because that's not true. But if you keep thinking it, that's exactly what you're going to get. So um Scorpio, I'm really proud of you because like I said, like the past readings that I've been doing for Scorpio tend to just denote a lot of negativity, and a lot of it was coming from you. But hurt people, okay? And I think you're finally at the point where you're putting the cards on the table and saying, hey, I am just hurt, okay? I lost someone very important to me, and I'm sad about it. I'm angry with God. I'm confused. Why did this happen to me? And you're really finally admitting it, and I'm proud of you, because for a Scorpio to be able to own and share their emotions, even if it's just in this mode, you're still sharing your energy with me, um, is commendable. All right, so just get on track to do the healing you need. Reach out for some spiritual guidance and get back connected to God, and love will manifest faster than you expect. All right, Scorpio, until next time, love and light.